Welcome to the Team Corrali one-page manual video series. For best results, download the PDF file from the link below before watching.
Hey guys, in this video I will show you how to take the rear differential out of its case. But before we watch this video, please check this one. It contains all of the basic information of how to work on this car. What is more, before we start with step number 1, you need to remember to take out the rear skid plate. As you can also notice, I do not have the wing attached. It's nothing you have to do. I do it only for the video's sake, so you can see clearly what I'm doing. In step number 1, we need to lose the screws from the roll bar to let the whole gearbox move outside. If you take out the whole roll bar out of it, of course you can miss this step. In step number 2, we will release the brace so the gearbox cover can pop out easily. As you can see, we do not have to take it out completely. If you lose the screw and have a little gap between here, it will be enough to take the gearbox cover out. In this step, we only need to take those 2 screws out. We will now be able to remove the cover and take the diff out. So now you have your diff in the hand. That's how you disassemble everything. In separate video you will be able to see how to disassemble this one. Of course, the rear diff is the same as the front one. And now to assemble it back, you need to simply reverse the steps. But before we do, I want to highlight 2 things. First of all, remember to use lithium grease all over here before assembling. This one is of course brand new, so I don't need to do it right now. And the second one, you need to be extra careful. As you can see, there are 2 little thin shims here. If they are bended or damaged, of course you can't use them anymore. Those shims are here because it moves the differential inside the gearbox to set up perfectly the gap between the gears. The gap is very important. If the gears are too tight, it will be damaged and there will be huge amount of stress over the gears, so most likely they will break. As well as the gap will be too huge and the gears will just move very loose. Over the time they will wear out much quicker and you will be able to hear this clicking noise in the diff, and that's most likely wrongly adjusted differential. The gap between the gears, basically. While you're here, it's good to inspect the gearbox and of course the case. If there's any breakages, damages here, you can be sure that something will happen to the diff later. It's very important those parts are rigid and everything is 100% okay. If not, most likely you will break the gears soon. Remember that you need to be extra careful when you're placing this differential back in. Of course, when you see it from the back of the car, the gears must be on the left side. There's also a little cut in the chassis that will indicate the position. Remember to put the drive shafts back in everywhere. If it's too much of a struggle for you, just take out the upper arm and attach the drive shafts later. And that will be all. As you can see, it was a very simple task to do. Only taking out the skid plates and few screws from the gearbox case, and it's simply it. Remember, the wing is removed only for the video sake, you don't have to do it when you rebuild the differential. You may ask a question, why would I do it without changing the oil in the diff and basically disassemble the whole diff? There's two reasons. One, because you want to check if the gap between the gears are perfect. If they are, you can be sure that nothing will fail on you. As well, you want to clean this area and put the grease on the gears to make sure everything works perfectly. Thank you guys for watching, that will be it. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel to see plenty of other videos of how to work on this car and other cars, of course. Please follow Team Corally on our social media at Facebook and Instagram. And of course, if you have any questions, contact us via support@corally.com. And if you want to see this car and any other car in our lineup, please visit our showroom at world.corally.com. Thank you guys for watching and see you next time.
Team Corally, engineered to be the fastest.